Seja bem-vindo ao canal. Reflexão e fé.
Space as empty and matter as solid. But in fact, there is essentially nothing to matter whatsoever. It's completely insubstantial. Take a look at an atom. We think of it as a kind of hard ball. Then we say, oh, well, no, not really. It's this little tiny point of really dense matter right at the center, surrounded by a kind of fluffy probability cloud of electrons popping in and out of existence. But then it turns out that that's not even right. Even the nucleus, which we think of as so dense, pops in and out of existence just as readily as the electrons do. The most solid thing you can say about all this insubstantial matter is that it's more like a thought. It's like a concentrated bit of information.
Every generation, the world is flat, the world is round, etc. There are hundreds of hidden assumptions, things we take for granted, that may or may not be true. Of course, in the vast majority of cases, historically, these things aren't true. So presumably, much about what we take for granted about the world simply isn't true. But we're locked into these precepts without even knowing it. That's a paradox.
Scientific experiments have shown that if we take a person and hook their brains up to certain PET scans or computer technology and ask them to look at a certain object, and they watch certain areas of the brain light up, and then they've asked them to close their eyes and now imagine that same object, and when they imagine that same object, it produced the same areas of the brain to light up as if they were actually visually looking at it. So it caused scientists to back up and ask this question. So who sees then? Does the brain see? Or do the eyes see? And what is reality? Is reality what we're seeing with our brain? Or is reality what we're seeing with our eyes? And the truth is that the brain does not know the difference between what it sees in its environment and what it remembers, because the same specific neural nets are firing.
Bem-aventurados os puros de coração, pois eles verão a Deus.
have long thought it to be. To the scientist, matter has always been thought of as sort of the ultimate in that which is static and predictable.
Within all the atoms and molecules, all the space within them, the particles take up an insignificant amount of the volume of an atom or molecule, the fundamental particles. The rest of it is vacuum.
What seems to happen is that particles appear and disappear all the time. So where do they go when they're not here?
We create reality. We're reality-producing machines. We create the effects of reality all the time.
As far as whether or not we're just living in a big holodeck or not, it's a question that we don't necessarily have a good answer to. I think this is a big philosophical problem that we have to deal with in terms of what science can say about our world, because we are always the observer in science. So we are still always constrained by what is ultimately coming into the human brain that allows us to see and perceive the things that we do. So it is conceivable that all of this really is just a great illusion that we have no way of really getting outside of to see what is really out there.
Your brain doesn't know the difference between what's taking place out there and what's taking place in here.
There is no out there, independent of what's going on in here.
There actually are choices in the direction of how a life can go that are contingent upon small level quantum effects not being washed out.
What makes up things are not more things, but what makes up things are ideas, concepts, information.
And like I said, it never touches. Those electrons build up a charge and push the other electrons away before they touch.
When you ain't looking, it's like a wave. When you are looking, it's like a particle.
When you are not looking, there are waves of possibility. When you are looking, then there are particles of experience.
A particle, which we think of as a solid thing, really exists in a so-called superposition, a spread out wave of possible locations. And it's in all of those at once. The instant you check on it, it snaps into just one of those possible positions.
Quantum superposition implies that a particle can be in two or more places or states simultaneously. And this is a very bizarre concept and one of the hallmarks of the quantum world. How can a system or an object be in two or more states at the same time?
It's very easy. Instead of thinking of things as things, we all have a habit of thinking that everything around us is already a thing, existing without my input, without my choice. You have to banish that kind of thinking. Instead, you really have to recognize that even the material world around us, the chairs, the tables, the rooms, the carpet, camera included, all of these are nothing but possible movements of consciousness. And I'm choosing moment to moment out of those movements to bring my actual experience into manifestation. This is the only radical thinking that you need to do. But it is so radical, it's so difficult, because our tendency is that the world is already out there, independent of my experience. It is not. Quantum physics has been so clear about it. Heisenberg himself, co-discoverer of quantum physics, said atoms are not things. They are only tendencies. So, instead of thinking of things, you have to think of possibilities.
Have you ever thought about what thoughts are made of?
Se os cientistas entendem como essas coisas estranhas funcionam, eles podem colocá-las para funcionar em nosso dia a dia, revolucionando a computação moderna e talvez até permitindo que nos comuniquemos através do cosmos instantaneamente. A chave para concretizar esses milagres é um processo chamado entrelaçamento quântico. E os cientistas já estão direcionando essa incrível descoberta para propósitos civis e militares.
Na física quântica, o que acontece a um objeto aqui pode instantaneamente afetar um objeto ali. E ali pode ser a milhões de quilômetros.
Funciona assim. Quando duas partículas subatômicas interagem, podem se entrelaçar, ou seja, seu giro, posição ou outras propriedades se ligam através de um processo desconhecido pela ciência moderna.
Se você medir uma das partículas, isso instantaneamente determinará o comportamento da outra partícula. E quando você faz o experimento, você descobre que, de fato, o estado quântico da outra partícula é exatamente determinado depois que você mediu o estado quântico da partícula parceira.
Isso significa que se um cientista observa uma partícula entrelaçada e a força a girar no sentido horário, a outra partícula entrelaçada começará imediatamente a girar na direção oposta. Isso parece intrigante, mas não é tão espantoso quando consideramos que as duas partículas entrelaçadas podem estar separadas por bilhões de anos-luz. Mas assim mesmo, no momento em que observamos uma partícula girar, ditamos o giro da outra partícula.
É estranho, porque pode sugerir que a informação viajou instantaneamente, mais rápido que a velocidade da luz de uma partícula para outra.
Pode ser difícil de acreditar, mas o universo microscópico fica ainda mais estranho. De fato, o experimento mais famoso na física quântica mostra como um objeto pode estar em dois lugares ao mesmo tempo. Um resultado que surpreendeu o grande Albert Einstein. Enquanto exploram o universo microscópico, cientistas descobrem que é governado por regras muitas vezes incompreensíveis para aqueles que vivem no mundo normal. Nos menores tamanhos imagináveis, não só a informação parece viajar a velocidades maiores que a luz.
Comente, compartilhe e ative as notificações, dê o seu joinha e inscreva-se no canal. Clique no sininho para ver um novo vídeo toda vez que for criado. Obrigado por ter assistido e que Deus sempre lhe abençoe. Até mais.